Hey, what's going on? It's AJ, and I was just rereading one of my favorite books. And as I was reading it, I got a bunch of insights that I really want to share with you. Now, the name of the book is Failing Forward by John Maxwell. Now, this book is so profound. It taught me so much about failure and embracing failures and really learning the lessons from them and using them as stepping stones to getting closer to my outcome desire. Now, I'm no stranger to failure. I've failed in a lot of things in my life, and I'll happily admit that to you. One of the biggest areas that I failed at was weight loss. I was overweight most of my life, and I had the hardest time losing weight, especially the first couple of years when I first started working out. It was never a straight progress. It was like a zigzag path. I would lose weight, gain it back. I would be in the gym for 2 months and then slack off for another couple of weeks. Completely self-sabotage. I was the type of guy that would be on a diet for 3 weeks, and all I would lose is the 3 weeks, if you catch my drift. So it took me a long time to actually learn the different nutrition plan, the different workout plan, and the cardio method to actually transform myself, but at the same time help other people transform themselves in the process. So I'm here to share a bunch of things that I've failed at and a bunch of lessons that I've learned that could hopefully help you in your fitness and nutrition goals. Now, one of the biggest things that I started doing when I was trying to lose weight initially was not eating past 8 o'clock. So I would stuff my face all day long, but when it came to 8 o'clock, no food, no beverages, nothing. And it actually worked initially. I was losing weight for the first couple of weeks, but then it kind of came to a plateau. It wasn't until I did some research and realized that it doesn't matter what time you eat. It's all about your overcaloric intake. So instead of stopping to a certain time where you eat, really just manage your eating throughout the day. There's no cutoff time where your body will store fat. I even eat right before bed sometimes. It's really just about spacing your meals throughout the day and having the right amount of calories that you're going to lose fat with. So take that myth, throw it out the window. It doesn't matter if you eat right before bed. It's all about the amount of food you eat throughout the day. Another myth that I encountered when I first started trying to work out and lose weight was lifting weights and getting bulky. Now, when I first started working out, all I cared about was getting a six-pack. So I said, screw the weights, I really don't care about that. I just want a nice washboard six-pack that I could rock at the beach and, really be cool with. And I completely stopped using weights, and I read that they cause you bulk and so on and so forth. So I did a bunch of cardio while neglecting any type of weights or any type of machines. And what that did was actually help me lose a lot of weight, but I got like skinny fat, to the point where I was really frail, losing a lot of fat, but at the same time losing a lot of muscle. And I really didn't even have a six-pack. I had a flat stomach, but there was no definition there. And the problem is, if you don't lose weight, you're not going to add muscle. Adding muscle is a key component in the weight loss process. A pound of muscle burns 3,500 calories. So if you're not lifting weights, you're not going to get bulky. You're going to add lean muscle tissue. The key thing is keeping it balanced using weights, cardio, and of course a sound nutrition plan. So don't worry about getting bulky with free weights. It's a pure myth. The other thing I would do when I was first working out was really killing myself to get sore. Now, that's a huge failure. If you're just working out to get sore, there's a key thing that's going to happen, and that's overtraining. Soreness is not an indicator of progress. Your body's still going to progress if you're not getting sore. But don't go for soreness after every workout. It doesn't mean you're making progress. You're still going to make progress despite being sore. Another thing that I want to share that I really failed at was weighing myself on a scale. Now, scales are the worst things when you're trying to lose weight. One of the key things is because they're not a good indicator of progress. Now, a lot of things happen when you're working out. You're adding muscle, you're losing fat, your water fluctuates, there's carbs in your system. So stepping on a scale is not going to tell you if you're actually adding muscle and losing fat. There's so many things that go on, and the biggest thing I would do was weighing myself every single morning. Now, it was a surprise because each day it would go up and down, and there were times where I'd go on the scale and suck my stomach in, hoping that the weight would go down. But in reality, it's terrible. What I use now is a body fat analysis, and the same thing is with all my clients. I check their body fat because it's a better indicator of true progress. You can actually see how much lean muscle tissue that you're gaining and how much fat that you're losing overall. So scales, throw them out, get them out of your house. Don't utilize them on a daily basis. Maybe once a month if you want to keep track of your progress, but in reality, it's a horrible tool. So these are a few things that I will happily admit to you that I failed at, and I'm sure you failed at a few things here and there too, but the key thing is to embrace your failures, to actually learn from them. Like if you screw up on a diet, get back on track. Like I've been there. I was so good being on a diet for a couple of weeks, and then I would stuff my face full of Oreos and lose everything. I would feel guilty. I would feel horrible. But during that time where I felt bad, I also got this sense of like, all right, screw this. I'm going to get back on track. I've failed, but I've learned from it, and I'm never going back. And each time that I failed, I came back better. I came back more focused. So embrace your failures. If you screw up, if you don't go to the gym, if you pig out, this time of year, it's rough. There's a lot of pigging out going on. Don't let that get you down. Embrace that failure, learn from it, and come back better, stronger, and faster. All right? Hope these tips gave you some insights. Until next time, I'm committed to your peak physique. Bye.